Hi everyone, my name is Simone Rurg and today we come to you again with a new video. Today, Olivia will be doing drainage bag. And of course, as we say, there are 5 things that they look for. What are they, Olivia?
Infection control, direct and indirect
Contact,
privacy, and safety.
Okay, those are the 5 major things that they look for, but they're not only what they look for. There are other things, but those, as we say, are the 5 major things. As usual, we hope that our videos are informative and we hope that it helps you. It's another step to achieving your certification. And of course, we will begin with the beautiful Olivia. Let's go.
Good morning, Mrs. Jones. My name is Olivia York, and I'll be your nursing assistant for today. Today I will be assisting you with your drainage bag. Is that okay with you? Okay. I'm going to go wash my hands, and I'll be right back with you.
Notice that she introduced herself, tell her who she was, and of course, try to get her consent by asking her if it's okay with her. Mrs. Jones say yes, so Olivia will be continuing. She continues by pulling the curtain for privacy, and of course, she will be washing her hands. After washing her hands, Olivia will make sure that Mrs. Jones is alert and also that is Mrs. Jones the correct person she will be giving the service to.
Okay, Mrs. Jones, may I please see your ID bracelet? What is your name? What is your date of birth? Thank you, Mrs. Jones.
After she makes sure that the person is alert and that it's the correct person in bed, she will go and get her supplies. Now, as we said before, when you're getting your supplies, you always need a hand towel to open the drawer. In this case, also, she'll be placing a paper towel on the side of the sink because she knows that she will need that paper towel when she's doing the measuring of the pee. So she's taking she takes her measuring cylinder. Notice that she takes the measuring cylinder by the handle, not by the mouth. She does not want to contaminate anything. So she's going to close the drawer and continue with her supplies. No, you don't need anything else there. No. So she's going to throw away the paper towel in her hand, and she continues to come to get her chalk, her alcohol pad, and her gloves, a pair of gloves. Now, notice what she does. She stoops and makes sure, good body mechanics, guys, good body mechanics. She placed the chalk directly under the drainage bag. She placed her gloves on the chalk, and she placed the cylinder on the chalk also, not close up to the bag as yet. Now, the next thing she will be doing is to tear the alcohol swab, because when you have on your gloves, it is really hard to get it open. So she makes sure she opens it from now, both of them, and she just lay back down on the chalk. The next thing, she'll be informing Mrs. Jones that she will be raising the bed.
Okay, Mrs. Jones, I'm going to raise your bed now.
She's going to raise the bed in the highest point possible. The reason why she tries to make it as high as possible is that the mouth of the drainage bag should not be touching the cylinder. We don't want any contamination. Okay, this is good enough. She makes sure the bed is locked, and then she continues around to put on her gloves. place the cylinder directly under the drainage bag, because she wants, when she opens the drainage bag, that the mouth of the cylinder is directly under the drainage bag. Notice Olivia stooped first before, but now she's in another position where, as you can also do this, kneel on one knee when you're doing the drainage bag. Now she placed the cylinder directly under, and she's going to open the bag and make sure everything runs out. She's going to let it go and make sure everything runs out. Now she lets go of the mouth of she should let it go. Let it go, Olivia. Just make sure it's over it. Yeah. Right. Just right. Notice that this bag was given a little bit of problem, but she made sure she held the cylinder by the handle and moved it out a little. She never touched the cylinder, the mouth of the cylinder. And she makes sure the bag is drained fully. Everything leaves the bag. After everything is out of the bag, she will clean the mouth of the drainage bag. She'll clean that tube, that little tube part, the opening. She never touches it. Now she's going to clean it. She cleans the front with one, and then she'll clean the back with the other. And then she will close it. And that's how it is done. Now, Olivia needs to take the pea to the counter. What she will do is to take up the chuck and everything together. Notice that she doesn't touch the mouth of the cylinder. She holds the handle and she lifts everything together. She will throw away the chuck and the alcohol swabs, and then she will put the pea on the side of the sink on the paper towel, and she will leave it there. She would know, Olivia, we don't read as yet. Not yet. Olivia will make sure, leave it there. Remember, the patient is up in bed. So she's going to leave the pea there for it to settle, so that it can settle, so that she can read it when it comes back. So when she goes back. So now she's going to make sure to secure Mrs. Jones by winding down the bed. So before Olivia wound down the bed, she should have said, go to Mrs. Jones and said, Mrs. Jones. So she's going to go now.
Okay. Correct my mistake.
She's correcting herself. She should go to Mrs. Jones and say,
Mrs. Jones, I'm going to be winding down your bed now.
Okay. Remember, we should inform the resident whenever we're doing anything that can affect them. We don't want to frighten them, or, we're going to try to make them as comfortable as possible. So she's winding down the bed now, back to in the lowest position. That's safety for Mrs. Jones. We don't want her to fall out the bed and hurt herself. So she winds down the bed in the lowest position. Okay. She makes sure the bed is locked. Now, Olivia is going to be reading how much pea is in the cup. So she stoop eye level. Make sure she's stooping eye level to get the best read result. And she has that in her head now, so she stands up. Now, Olivia is going to empty the pea. But when you empty pea, you empty it in the commode. So she's going to throw it in the commode. No, you're not going to take up the paper towel. And she empties it in the commode. So she empties it, and now she's going to turn on the tap, and she's going to rinse and empty in the commode. She's not going to empty it in the sink, but in the commode. She's going to turn on the tap, and she's going to wash, get water, wash, throw it in the commode. Leave it open. So we have some soap, and she's going to wash, throw it in the commode. In the commode again, rinse in the commode. And then she will dry the cylinder. She will dry in and out. After she dries the cylinder, she dries in, she dries out. She's going to place a hand towel under the bottom and get another hand towel to open the drawer. She's going to put back the cylinder. She's going to come now to give Mrs. Jones her call bell. You want Mrs. Jones to be able to reach her if she needs anything.
Okay, Mrs. Jones, here's your call bell. You can use it to contact me if you need any more assistance.
Okay. Now she's going to undo the privacy because Mrs. Jones is all finished and clean, and she wants to see who is outside passing her door, and she wants to talk to someone. Now she throws away her, on the sink, she takes her, she throws, make sure her garbage is disposed of. Then she pinch the glove in the middle because she's removing it. 2 fingers in and roll over. Then she washes her hands. Turn on the tap, washes her hands. And she comes back out. Notice that Olivia is not done yet, so she's not looking around to see if everything is in order. The next thing is she's going to be writing down the amount of pee that she had drained from the drainage bag. So she's writing, and of course she's finished. Then she looks around to see if everything is okay, and then she says,
"My skill is finished."
How well you think you did, Olivia?
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, right? It's a learning process, guys. And let me say this. Mistakes will be made. And of course, let me reiterate. It doesn't matter how many times you have done this. When you go to do it for yourself, you forget everything. You forget most of the things. But we are going to keep in mind that we're going to try to remember those 5 major things. And of course, the little things that make the skill unique in itself. Like making sure that you stoop eye level. Making sure that when you wind up the bed, the mouth of the drainage bag is not touching the cylinder, just to make sure we remember all those little things. So guys, I hope this video was informative. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and touch that notification button. Whoop whoop, another video was made.